on, guys? Feeling inspired? Feeling motivated? Here's my top 10 games.
Number 10, Red Dead Redemption.
Where's that on? Ta-da! We start our journey in old American history with Red Dead Redemption. Probably my favorite open world kind of sandbox game from the Rockstar Studio, famous for those types of games, things like that, the Grand Theft Auto series. But just again, probably my favorite being Red Dead Redemption. I have beaten 100% on a lot of those games from Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas, but also having 100% completed Red Dead Redemption. I spent a lot of time with that game. I had a lot of fun with it, a lot of things to do. Just one thing you'll notice about just the ending, the characters, the story. Seeing that ending, what's up. I've had conversations with friends and people about it. What did you do? How did you feel? It's kind of something else for what it is, right? But it's one of the reasons I love this and all of these games that are going to be on this list. They transcend the game. They impact lives and whatnot, right? And so again, with that, it kind of be easy to put something like Red Dead Redemption 2 on the list, right? But the fact is, I haven't played that game long enough. I haven't even beat it yet. So to say it's one of my favorite games of all time, maybe one day, right? But just right now, Red Dead Redemption takes the cake. I probably would have had it a little higher on the list. I did at one point, kind of fell a few spots, and as we kind of go through, you'll see why. But I needed to keep it on here. Red Dead Redemption at number 10.
Number 9, Halo. Yeah, so I probably know what you're thinking. First person shooter on Lee's top 10 games list. But of course, none other than the master, the chief, the Halo. To speak nothing of this game's greatness as it is having a renaissance. It's coming back again on the PlayStation 5, to speak nothing of that. But just and the franchise as a whole, many great Halo games, mind you, between 2, 3 reach, all good, but say many a legendary Halo run back in the day. Just why it makes it one of my favorites. A lot of time, a lot of hours, just obviously it's a multiplayer aspect, right? And getting back in the day, when we were kids, old school, getting together, playing with the friends and the people, whoever was around, and then even growing up, when we got the old places, hanging out with the buddies, doing the legendary Halo runs. It's, having that camaraderie, the connection, we had to be able to communicate. We had our calls and everything like that. We had to be able to. It was a tough game to crack, right? But just so much fun to do it, right? And again, speaking that it's coming back, so something to look forward to. Halo is coming to the PlayStation 5, so an Xbox great. My favorite first-person shooter of all time. Throwing Halo at number 9. Number 8, Pokemon Blue. Oh yeah, you knew that this one was coming. What a beat. Boom. Gotta catch them all, right? Yeah, my, I guess, favorite RPG, the original, the old school, at least for, those 90 kids, right? Back in the day, the original Pokemon Blue version, my personal goat. Of course, a fantastic series, long run, a lot of memories, just the franchise Pokemon, right? Duh. But for me, obviously, Pokemon Blue, my very first Pokemon, my personal favorite. And just because I remember, way back in the day when it finally came out, I remember going to the store with mom, getting that first blue version, trying it out, and realizing the mistake I made when I picked up Charizard as my first Pokemon. And you get to that first gym and you realize what a mistake you made. Well, not really a mistake, I won't call it that. But then just realize, the road that you had ahead of you when you're, up to that challenge, fire against rock. If you know, you know. And so I would told moms, there's more to this. Like I got the wrong game. There's two of them. I need help. We got to go back. We got to do this, that, whatever. Obviously, that wasn't gonna work. So, what do we do? Had to grind it out, and sure did. By the second gen, get that Charizard and steamroll the game from there. Right. So just obviously so many hours, so much time and effort, a lot of fun memories put into that game. Pokemon number 8. Number 7. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. So apologies now for, and maybe later for any potential cringe as we get through this. It's a work in progress. But here at number 7, we have our first fighting game, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. I thought of putting a couple of different things here, like maybe Mario Kart, certainly a great game, I like it a lot, or any other of the Smash Brothers. The original is great. You've got Melee, which is just a classic, solid all around game. Brawl, I had a lot of fun with on the Nintendo Wii. It introduced the cross characters for the first time. Sonic and Snake, some of my favorite characters in the game. A lot of fun. Link, probably my favorite character, just for the record there, right? But Brawl playing on the nunchucks. Ultimate, or not, excuse me, not Ultimate. Before that, the Wii, one of the Wii U. Just step up in quality overall in the franchise, and then we get to Ultimate, right? That just perfected everything in just one of the best party fighting games out there. Like, who doesn't want to, pick up some sticks and play a little Smash every now and then, right? It just as far as like the probably one of the best rosters in a fighting game. Few can top just it's quality and quantity, right? But between again the crossovers or the guest characters, and then just having its own extra new fighting characters, adding the Ryu, adding Terry, Tekken, and then of course topping it off with my boy Sora. Just so great, Ultimate. I do love, gotta love the game. And that's why we're sticking it here at number 7, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Number 6, God of War 3. Bum 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 bum. Boy, how could I do my top 10 favorite games without God of War 3? At number 6, the best, my favorite hack and slash game of all time. And why not? Just God of War, fantastic franchise. Between the original trilogy, the remake that they're making, and the reboot that they did, God of War Ragnarok, they're all fantastic games. Tempting to put the Norse God of War up here, but just knowing in my heart of hearts that God of War 3 was just at its time just epicness. Originally for the PlayStation 3, just back in those days, playing a game like that, with the buddies and everything, the challenges and just the epicness of the game. Like, if you've played it, just the beat downs, just the moments, so amazing, so peak, and that's just one other good reason to have number 3 as my personal favorite. Right, other great hack and slashers and whatever, Devil May Cry is something I need to play, and others to maybe finish and accomplish, but definitely put a lot of time, a lot of work into God of War 3, working on beating some of its harder
difficulties and whatnot. So just so much challenge and fun left into this one here. So putting it at number six, God of War 3. Number five, The Last of Us. And so we arrive in the top half of our echelon of games at number five with The Last of Us. I love this game. Originally coming out on the PlayStation 3, many playthroughs there, and moving over to the PlayStation 4, an upgrade there, another fantastic improvement, many playthroughs there on the difficulty grounded. If you've played that one before, you know that that system is busted. Working on facing a bloater right now towards the end of Chapter 8. Almost done with that one. Many achievements acquired, a few left to go. There's still things to kind of work through on that. Still working, but anyway, The Last of Us Part Two, also a fantastic game, but just also still kind of working through it. An issue not being out as long, so just not as near and dear to my heart as the The Last of Us here at five. Uh, Dropped a few spots only in that as far as a game, it's just more of a personal experience. If you played the game, like, the image speaks for itself. If you played the game, you know the story, or if you've gotten a chance to see the show, it's just another fantastic show. But just for a way for people to know about this story and how amazing it is, and just what it means to me personally, having played through it so many times. Is again, just think on the characters, the stories, whatever what happens to them, just a real personal experience as a single player game, just something that I've kind of tackled and taken on many a time. But again, just the Last of Us, love this game here at number five. Number four, Mass Effect 2. Couldn't have been anything else. Oh boy, I love me here at number four, some Mass Effect 2. It speaks for itself, right? These aura farmers, these BAs, basically awesome. This crew, mm, the Commander Shepard, the leader of the SS Normandy, leading these guys in an epic space mission. That's why I love this game so much. The again, like the epicness, like each one of these guys plays a role in the overall story of Mass Effect. Number two in the series, number two in the series of one, two, and three, right? And what's great about this game, it's interconnected story. If you start at one, you can carry that shepherd, that leader, into all the other games. So just real great, real epic for one of the Xbox 360 greats. Why I love it. As as the regular human, right? The soldier, just being able to lead this group of such an amazing group, one of the best groups, one of the best groups in a video game. I think just all the different you know, epicness of them all. Right, they're all so powerful, so elite. And you get to lead them on the mission to save the universe, defend the galaxy. This undoable mission. You're like the space John Wick, right? So I love Mass Effect 2, man. We've been here at number four. Number three, Batman. Arkham City. Need I say more? As we begin to see the worlds and hobbies collide, my favorite superhero video game. Number three, Batman Arkham City. There's some consideration for others like Marvel Ultimate Alliance or Spider-Man. Certainly good games. Wolverine looking forward to, right? But what sets this one apart, what makes this one better, is obviously maybe
the story, just everything about that. But its combat, so good, so much fun. This is, that's the type of combat other games these days are trying to emulate. And then, of course, just the Arkham series as a whole, right? Arkham as a setting, as like a character setting, just setting the stage for all of its epicness. The voice actors, late great Kevin Conroy, my personal favorite voice actor Mark Hamill, the Joker, always such great, phenomenal work. Uh, uh, every, everything about the game, stepping up from the original. So Arkham Asylum, certainly a great game. 100% completed on that one. A lot of fun. I love the Metroidvania-ness of it, but with Arkham City, just takes all that up to the next level. So obviously, like a bigger environment, story, expanded on just the epicness of it, the ending. Not to give it away, if you didn't know that that was coming, you would never have guessed. So, just everything about that game blew it out of the water. Yeah, just kind of remember getting to pick up that game on its midnight premiere. Shout out if you remember that. Getting to play it now, putting some Batman animated series in the background and playing that with the buddies. Always a good time. So hopefully get to pick back up on that, do some stuff with that again. Just again, so many reasons why to put it where I have my number three pick, Batman Arkham City. Number two, Kingdom Hearts 2. Oh, yeah. Kingdom Hearts 2, my friend, my love. To speak nothing of the actual game and everything that this game represents and encompasses for me. From the merger of my favorite animated, thing of all time, Disney, and the young discovery of playing my first RPGs, like my with Final Fantasy. That the fact that a young boy was gonna get the merger of these two amazing elements into a fantastical franchise. It's what this game actually means to me and represents. It's themes of light and darkness, for a young boy growing up believing in light and having to deal with everything he goes through and facing the times of ultimate darkness. This game transcends my mind, my soul, my body. It's epicness in its presentation and everything that it means. The the visuals, the sounds that it evokes, the music, it just the speak of me, like I have songs and things from this game implanted in my memory there on my phone. I listen to them at work. I try and give myself a little hype up music. Just everything about this game I absolutely love and adore. And so here in my Kingdom Hearts number two. Number one, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, New Age of Heroes. Hey, so, real quick, I do want to give a sincere shout out and thank you to you if you've kind of tuned in this far right or watched any of this at all. I certainly do appreciate it. I apologize for any any lapses in quality or whatever. Right, the whole idea behind this was in a sense, obviously not doing this live, but trying to set it up in a way that's as authentic as possible while still trying to, relate everything that I wanted to talk, about these games, about and again what they kind of all mean to me and what they represent. And I'm sure, at certain points it's certainly awkward and a rough watch, but again, I just kind of wanted to, make it as real and as authentic and me as possible, and that's what we get when we throw something like this and that together. So again, thank you very much for being here and kind of tuning in, and looking forward to whatever else could possibly be next. Obviously, we're learning some skills and putting some things together, kind of working on some hardware stuff and getting ideas. So I'm, in a sense, nervous, scared, proud, excited, but just kind of all that again to say, hey, welcome to my number one pick at number one spot, my very favorite video game of all time. It's got to be Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I freaking love this game. Like, again, just the marriage of all my favorite things. It's a video game. It's a fighting game. It's comic books. It's, the Capcom, the franchise, it's video game stuff. And as, a kid growing up wanting to learn how to, do video games and be a video game maker, this was just a culmination of ideas and fun and fighting games. I would probably call my favorite, type of game, right? And so just everything that this encompasses, right? Like, it's gonna take you for a ride. It's my number one, favorite game. I used to go to arcades, back in the day and spend money to play this game, try and learn it and be better at it. Can't really say that about any other game along here right now. Like, to want to go out and put forth the effort to play this game. That's how much I know in my heart I love this game, and I do. Fortunately, I own it for the PlayStation 2 now, so I'm getting to own it here, and hopefully we'll make some fun times. There's been lots of memories playing this game with the buddies, my pseudo fighting game tournament, uh, just all the good times that I know this game has encompassed for me. So that and all the others, just real personal for me, games that I love and would maybe love to get to play again and more of and stuff. So just love that, love this, look forward to everything that's coming up next. Again, appreciate you being here, appreciate you checking this out. Hope all goes well. Take care. Game on. And just wanted to close this out with the secret number 11, Shadow of the Colossus, the video game that's nothing but boss fights. Awesome video game as an art, right? Just a big shout out and thank you again on checking out Lee's current top 10 video games, the fighting games, action games, RPGs, epicness, all. Hope you get to see them for yourself. Peace, love, game on. Until next time.